Hello and welcome into the SorareData Game Week preview for Game Week 1 or 485, however you want to look at it. I'm Andrew Laird. You can find me as Lairdinho on Sorare, joined once again by Harry Trades from the Harry Trades YouTube channel. Harry, have you been calling it Game Week 1?
No, just out of I wasn't like an OG, so I don't think I ever saw Game Week 1. And
I'm not even sure there was a Game Week 1, to be honest.
Really?
Maybe there was. I don't know. I have no idea.
No, that'll take some getting used to, I think, calling it Game Week 1 from 485.
Right. And then as soon as the Euros are over, we're just back to the regular 493 or whatever it is. Anyway, Thank you everybody for coming in. Ricardo, Tom, and Kieran on the podiums. Ricardo said, hope you enjoy the Euros, guys. With or without Sorare teams, never forget, you can always play free for cards on SorareData. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Ricardo. Line of projection game. Star rares up for grabs. Tom, bring on the Euros. Toby, let's go. Brendan, afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone is good. One more day to go. That's right. One more day. Matthew, looking forward to normal game weeks again. Matthew's already, I wouldn't even call these normal game weeks. Harry, your thoughts on Aiden Morris at Borough?
I mean, it's not as good as Columbus Crew is in the MLS. Obviously, I think that's an easy one to, kind of share. But I don't think it could have got worse. Put it that way. It could have got a lot worse.
Yeah.
But historically, MLS, US guys going over to play in the championship hasn't really worked out. We saw J-Mo try it at Swansea. I know different player, whatever, but it doesn't really work.
I'm going to stop you right there.
Doesn't work.
This is J-Mo slander, and to be honest, I think J-Mo is awful. But he tore his ACL 2 weeks in. So using that as a failed, there are plenty of failures we can point to. J-Mo, that's an unfair one.
Yeah, but
but it happened.
I'm just dealing with facts. It was a failure.
You're right.
But I don't know. I think it's okay. It's fine.
It's fine. Red or Dead, Ricky, David. Oh my goodness, Ryan Haber in the house. Simon, Tom, Ryan Walter, what's up? Mike Basson, if I get a DNP in next Wednesday, if I get a DNP in next Wednesday's games, this is on you. Isn't it over on Monday? Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday. Anyway. Maxwell, what's up? Mike Bast. Oh, yeah.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Did he? No,
he
didn't even
get a striker. Yeah. To be fair, no, he did. He's had multiple injuries.
That's true too. Yeah.
A fair
say they don't know how to take care of their players over there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's so many games, maybe. I don't know. That could be something to do with it.
It probably has nothing to do with it. Anyway, we're here to talk about Game Week 485. We'll look at everything first, and then we'll dive into Euros. So, guess who's on top?
Oh my days, really? I swear they play tomorrow as well, Led. Or somebody, there's Chinese games tomorrow, 1,000,000%, for this midweek. So yeah, that's just crazy.
Remember how you were like, "Oh, Brazil plays all the time." Where were you with China?
It's I'm not a contender boy for life. I'm a child boy.
That's okay. All right, fair enough.
But they are the same type of They're the same thing. They play all the time.
They play all the time. So Shanghai's up top. Then we've got Germany, Italy, Peru in a friendly, Belgium, England, and then some more Chinese Super League. We do have apparently some J League going on this week, some MLS. MLS always tricky this time of year because some guys are just gone playing in these other competitions. K League, that might be everything. Oh, no. Little Brazil Serie A. I don't know what they call it there. Brasileiro,
yeah.
And that might be it. Argentina.
Argentina, yeah.
There's a lot.
Yeah. There is, isn't it? I mean, if you're not, if you're someone like Led, and he's, you're not massively high on the pro side of the Euros for Sorare, you are a Rivals boy now.
I am. Love Rivals.
Confessions out 5 minutes into the stream. I think, there's so much going on outside of it, which is amazing from a Sorare perspective. If you, like I said, if you're not really able to, compete, in the Euro side of things, outside of Rivals and whatever. So, it is jam packed. It really is.
Yeah, I was surprised to see how many cards I had available. Like the number of goalies I actually have was surprising to me. I also really appreciate all of the goalies I have who are missing their club competitions to sit on the bench for their international squads. Really love that. And yeah, J League double game week for some teams.
For some, is it? Not everyone. Okay, I didn't know that at all. Actually, that's an interesting one.
I think it's because the game week extends until Wednesday that
Ooh.
Tuesday J League games are now.
So it's an
basically-
artificial.
I mean, it's real.
It's
but
real, yeah.
yeah.
But Sorare made it real. Okay, fair enough.
So I mentioned this. I'm going to take this on the screen because this is very, very, very serious.
Mm-hmm.
The game week deadline is 1 hour earlier this week and throughout the Euros and Copa.
Clip it.
Don't mess that up tomorrow.
Yeah, get on Twitter.
We are less than 24 hours away for those of you who are watching this live. Anyone who's not live, just know 1 hour earlier than you're used to.
Do you think Sorare wanted to sabotage us with that, by the way?
You think so?
I think so. I think there's a little conspiracy theory there somewhere.
Yeah. Cut down the thresholds a little bit. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Cut down the thresholds. Yeah. Just that's what they want. They want everyone to kind of just get Sorare trending again on Twitter, but for the negative reasons. But like I told you, any publicity is good publicity. So
you do believe that. You do believe that. Silver Scout says we should be quiet because we're helping the competition. The whole show is based on helping everybody. Come on now. I like this from Mike. Hopefully enough people focus on Euros and leave the rest of it to us. Like I have cards from players in the Euros. I don't have a goalkeeper. And Sorare Maxwell in the same spot says, I don't have a goalkeeper for the Euros, but feel like I'm going to degen into buying one. Buying one 24 hours before the competition, I don't think has literally ever worked out. But you do you, Maxwell. But then they said, and then regretted as soon as they're out of the group stage.
You're playing with fire there big time. Unless you're buying somebody that you're quite happy to hold for a long time.
I told somebody on Tuesday they were already too late. It's now Thursday.
For keepers, yeah. I think you can get away with a few outfielders. Like there's still a few cheaper. Yeah, there is. There's a couple. Not like really great players, but there's definitely some that can, fill in. But goalkeepers, you've just got no chance. I say that though. I did see the news yesterday. The Szczesny news that like he might not be going to Saudi now. It's like semi-collapse basically. And I was on Sorare and there was one up for like £70 as a rare, and I watched it go. I was just like, I don't need like it'd be nice to have another goalie, but I didn't want to buy him for the sake of that. But someone did, like they took the risk, and the rest were up for like 100. So it was well below floor. But yeah, outside of him, I just didn't see any like cheap keepers. Like I think he's like the cheapest. Maybe Castiles is now as well because of obviously the confirmed Saudi link. I think it's close because there was quite a few Szczesnys up for £100. I don't know whether that's changed. I haven't looked today, but
like the fall, and then everyone's like, never mind. Oh wait, sorry, I thought I was showing this on the screen. Like it went down, and it's basically like it's right back to where we were.
It is kind of it's crept back up, hasn't it? Jesus. So there's only 6 Szczesnys. £100's the floor. Yeah, somebody bought one 2 days ago for £100. 17 hours ago, the one I mentioned for £68. So that was a nice little club.
Obviously, he has a lot fewer cards. Like he's at 189 classic cards.
Right.
Castile is at 35. Is that right?
I mean, objectively, Castiles is on a better team marginally for the Euros, and
That's
probably
fair.
a better group. But yeah, outside of like, who would you prefer? The guy who's definitely going to Saudi, or the guy that might be going to Saudi? If you take into consideration, that the guy that is going does play on the better Euro team, so it's actually quite awkward, really. That one, I can kind of see why they're very similarly priced.
Right. So Kieran said, couldn't watch yesterday's stream, but saw you had predicted McGregor to start on the bench. He will 100% start. 100% start. Wow.
Kieran must be the gaffer.
Yeah.
I don't know why you'd be watching us on a, was it Thursday morning?
We did that Tuesday, didn't we?
Yeah, we did, to be fair.
Yeah, it wasn't yesterday. Yeah. Toby saying apparently from the biggest newspaper in the Netherlands, Simons and Dumfries to the bench.
I've seen this as well. Yeah.
Really?
We mentioned it, didn't we? I bet you he goes a little bit conservative by playing Frimpong because he knows he's good defensively. So that
Right.
kind of first game, teams will go very conservatively if they can, if they have the options. And Netherlands have the abundance of choice of good players. And yeah, I can see how Gertrude is way more defensive than Dumfries is. It's just
for sure.
And Frimpong's a right back. That's not a right
An
back.
actual, yeah.
Yeah, like I could kind of see it. I do. So
interesting. So I'm glad you guys brought that up. We'll talk about lineup projections in a little bit because there's a potential that we're going to give away some SorareData memberships based on how I do.
Wow.
I'll put it that way. So you got to help me. Simon said, I have a decent keeper and Emmy for Copa and decent outfield players for the Euros. I did it wrong. Any hope for a 4-man effort? Toby said 4-man will be doomed for Euros. Too many degens. I think that's right, to be honest.
Yeah,
same. Mike said, I prefer a guy who's not considering Saudi. Somebody mentioned Dubravka was not that expensive. He was also considering Saudi. And then apparently also considering Celtic, although everybody is considering Celtic. Mm-hmm. Or at least maybe Celtic's considering everybody. I don't know. Anyway, so Challenger and Contender are open this game week.
Right. Yeah.
So all of your K-League and J-League cards in season, go win some cash.
What's the prize pool's looking like, Laird?
All of mine are hurt. So
embarrassingly, I'm not in Division 1 in Challenger right now, like rare. And I couldn't. Oh, I guess I could have saw. I was just being stupid. I'm in Division 2, so I was just looking at the top prize there. But what's the Division 1 rare looking like? If you don't mind.
You're not in Division 1 Challenger?
No, I got killed a few weeks ago with the MLS. It was I don't want to talk about it. It's emotional.
Sorry, I've got 2 entries there. So I don't know like anyway, let's see. For in season, $800 up top for Division 1.
Okay, that is because we had that the last time we had an MLS sort of like Challenger week was a midweek, and I think the top prize in Div 1 was maybe 500. So
okay.
That seems pretty healthy considering.
Yep.
Yeah, MLS is the only licensed club outside of Palmeiras, I guess.
Do they even count Palmeiras anymore?
Don't even know. I genuinely don't know.
And well, let's see. The limited top prize is 500 for Division 1.
That's real good.
That is good. And for Classic, we've got 2 stars in Division 1.
Okay.
And 5 tier 1s.
Reminder, you cannot win Essence in those divisions yet.
Is that right?
I think so, yeah.
What are we doing?
Well, you got to be a Euro boy, lad.
I guess
or a Copa boy. Copa, sorry.
But no Copa today, though.
No Copa today.
Boy, that's disappointing. Surely it's also in Copa. They wouldn't. And then for Contender, 750 first place prize in Rare Division 1.
It's not that different, is it, to Chal?
What's that?
It's not that different to Chal.
No,
really.
50. It was never that different. Those two were much closer than Challenger was to Champion.
Right.
And then it looks like the same. Actually, there's one fewer tier 1 here.
Okay.
It was to 7th for tier 1s in Challenger.
Yeah, so still,
which is weird because there are definitely more cards going in Contender because we have J League and K League
compared to just MLS. Yeah,
right.
No, there's still lots of fun to be had. Like Mikey said, like there's going to be people that just forget about. But like you got to think. Well, I'm just trying to think. None of the.
I think there are going to be enough people who. So I think All Star will not be overlooked, but I think Challenger and Contender might be.
Maybe the only way I see it being overlooked is like people have just sold their Euro cards. Sold their Contender/Challenger cards to degen into Euro cards. Some have done the other way around. I've seen loads. Like somebody messaged me yesterday saying they sold their Euro cards to buy a Seattle stack because they've got good fixtures coming up and whatever. And I think that's relatively a good move. But like,
That's
I do wonder what actually happens with, because what I'm saying is they're not really for the Euros. There's no cards being taken out of Challenger and Contender like from their clubs to go play at the Euros. They're all basically champ cards, realistically, right? Like Lewis Morgan, for example, isn't going to play at the Euros really, but he's a decent child card. Things like that, like I just don't think there's many like cards being actually taken out. It's more just sold or like swapped or whatever.
You probably lose more in Copa.
Okay, yeah, Copa's an interesting one. Yeah, good point. Yeah, so that's the one where there is dilution basically of
I mean, well,
not playing for their club. I'm trying to think. There's not many Euro ones, honestly.
I mean, surely there's some like
I don't like obviously Messi out of Chal, right, for Copa, but like I can't think of obviously there's not many other Messis, but like who's
the thing is with the Euro leagues, like none of them are playing now, so it's not like they're missing games.
Good point. Well, yeah, but like someone like Forsberg, if he was playing in
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? There's not many of them, even though he's not one. But like, that's what my point is. Like, there's just not many. But yeah, Copa is the one though that like Armani's and Diaz, like those are the ones that get penalized in some way.
Yeah, the Argentine Sean Johnson. Anyway, Wule at the top. I assume he plays. I don't know anything about this Zhangjiang Greentown. They have anyone?
I thought they had some. Is that Leonardo's team? Okay.
Where are Greentown in the 6th? So they must be playing just somebody terrible. Homian's Changchun.
Feels like a new team, but I don't. We don't follow the Chinese league.
Yeah, I can't.
Really.
I've already said more than I know. Sanfrecce though at the top there. Araki, I assume, is out. He had that ankle injury that surely he's fine, but
I mean,
maybe he's not. Who knows? Talleres Cordoba from Argentina. Ulsan Pohang. Ulsan Seoul. Oh, that's a killer.
Oh, Jesus. Feels like there's not much competition in Contender.
No.
If we're talking probabilities, like who are do we know the exact J League teams that have the double?
That have doubles?
I don't think we do, Laird, do we? I say we by Uara. We don't do it. No.
No, they might. I don't know. I was doing that to the fact that you you and me and
Urawa. We both share. I guess not even multiple. You might. Oh yeah, definitely multiple. But your defender. Well, I mean, you have Schultz. I have Schultz. We have Nishikawa. But Schultz is obviously not going to play. So
Schultz out. I think Gustafsson is still banged up.
And Sakai has moved to Australia.
Sakai's gone, it's a mess.
I know. We're finished.
Man, we are toast. Anyway, but yeah, like nobody is overly big. I guess Sanfrecce against Tokyo Verdy.
But they're good. Verdy are decent. Like,
are they?
I mean, Tanny's team, right? They've been okay.
Yeah.
They seem to win games more than not. Well, I guess they're middle of the road.
They don't
17
lose.
Games in. They don't lose.
That's what it is. 3 losses. Sanfrecce are the only ones with fewer. It's crazy to see how bad Frontale are.
I know.
Anyway, nothing crazy. I mean, Ulsan, Seoul, not that Seoul have been very good, but it's, kind of neuters those players.
I guess River don't play. I know they played tonight, but
they do not play.
Okay. Yeah, this is wide open then, genuinely. Like, this is quite fun.
Looks like Sanfrecce have a double game week. The other one against Marinos.
Okay.
And
Verdi. Oh no, I lied.
Yeah, it's the same one.
Yeah. Okay. It can't be that many J League doubles, is there then?
It doesn't. Yeah, I'm surprised that any of them were even mentioned. I don't see any. I wonder if let's see if this works. Because I assume it's really like the Tuesday, Wednesday games.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday, maybe it's just Sanfrecce and Marinos.
Okay.
Oh,
That
okay.
might be a rearranged game because Marinos played in that cup, didn't they, for a long time? Maybe, I don't know. Doesn't really matter, but
no. Let's move to challengers before we say something we might speak of mistakenly. Let's see. The Galaxy are the highest favored minted team as they're home against Sporting Kansas City. Colorado home against Austin. So we got Seattle. So it's mostly just MLS and Brazil with no Brazil. Like there are no Brazil cards in Challenger in season, at least new ones.
Right. And
no
like
one will have more than one.
And then like Dela Cruz is gone from Flamengo. Like there is a few dilutions, shall we say, from from the bigger Brazilian teams, definitely. And a Valencia, for example. Not that he plays on a massive Brazil team, but he's with Ecuador.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. It's going to be MLS dominant then in season, obviously. Classic might be a little bit of a different story, but not too much. Like there's not that many good players left in Brazil, I don't think. Like from the fixtures there.
Agreed. And there are a bunch of important MLS players gone.
Where's Hulk? Because he didn't play yesterday or the day before. Is he injured?
He's hurt.
Okay. I guess like Paulinho will still be there. So there's still a few good cards, but
but like Arana is gone.
Yeah, good point. From Mineiro.
Yep. And like I'm looking at Orlando, like Galleze's gone. That they host LAFC. That's a pretty far trip. Not that we want to get back into Google Maps quite yet, but
get in there. Come on, let's get stuck in.
Hulk is out for 2 more weeks, apparently. Ugh.
Oof, yeah, that's a killer, especially with all these double and triple game weeks Brazil are going to be feasting on.
Arthur, the answer to your question is yes, the Russian league follows the European schedule, although they take a gigantic break in the middle. That actually, similar to Denmark, the mid-season break might actually be longer than the off-season.
Yeah, it's December till March.
Yeah. Do you think Jedson replaces Wendell?
It does feel that way, doesn't it? They might be preparing for the Wendell Brazilian move, maybe, it feels like.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, no real big favorites here. The Galaxy or Bragantino are the top at 60%, and then the Galaxy at 58%. So
I think there's a few, like Seattle, Colorado at home. Galaxy will concede goals. We know what they're like, but they'll score some as well. So yeah, your Puigs and whoever else will be leading the way there. Red Bulls
Toronto,
at home.
I think Bernadeschi's suspended again.
What? He's just suspended every game.
Guy just does not want to play football.
But when he plays, boy, is he good.
Like red card, missed out, yellow card, then he gets the suspension from the yellow card, and then a red card.
God, that is wild.
At least he has the decency to get decisives in the games where he gets sent off.
Yeah, it could be a lot worse. You could be seeing like no green at all and all the reds and yellows and stuff. So yeah, no, he's pulling his weight, especially because Insigne has been hurt. So
right. Apologies, Haber. It's Ricky Pooch. That's Puig. Taco Slayer said Orlando have defensive issues. As somebody with Gallese and Robin Jansen can confirm, they've had them all season.
I think every MLS team has defensive issues, right? Like if we're being completely honest, apart from maybe New York City this season have been really good. Charlotte have been exceptional, if we're being honest. Shout out Trippin' B.
Speaking of New York City FC, Harry.
Go on.
I'll be at the game on Friday.
Wow. What are you doing at an MLS game, Led?
Everybody says I don't watch any football. I'll be at the game. Boots on the ground.
That's amazing. That's cool. Is Lairdinho going? Say hello to Santi for me, please.
Will do. You know who else is going? Mrs. Lairdinho.
Oh, wow. That's so fun.
Whole family affair. Anyway. You know what it is, Harry?
Go on.
Brad Guzan season. He is back. Maybe.
Yeah, because we saw is it Cohen might be out or something? Or
yes.
Day today? What about Steve Clark? Is his nose still broken? Or are we just going on with life with Tarbell or whatever?
I have not heard. Let's see.
That's
As
gone
somebody
a
who
bit
has Steve
quiet,
Clark,
hasn't it?
it's a
Yeah.
weird one because I feel like some guys maybe it's more like the orbital bone when they wear the mask, and it's not like for your nose because it's like it feels like whenever somebody breaks their face and they just throw the mask on and then they play, and he's been out for like 3 weeks. It's like, what are we
A
doing
little
here?
while, yeah.
So we said Clark should be okay, but we haven't had any training reports yet.
Okay, so that feels...
Ricomon, just to clarify, I only watch MLS in person.
Right.
I have no idea what MLS looks like on TV.
That's funny. I guess the bigger, going back to the Copa,
Yeah.
dilution, there's so many goalkeepers that have been taken out of MLS teams, like Sean Johnson, as we said, Coronel, Crepel,
Dane
Coronel,
Sinclair.
Dane Sinclair, is
Gallese.
Gallese, it's like quarter of the league, basically. Oh, I was going to say Pice, but he didn't go to play for India. Yeah,
I'm still pissed about that. Although Jimmy Maurer didn't even end up making the bench that game.
True. Yeah. I'm trying to think anyone else. I mean, Blake's out, isn't he? So there's been a few funky.
He's out and yet still got called.
Did he?
For Copa? Or yeah.
He must be there just for morale. I'm pretty sure he's one of the captains, maybe. Or I don't know.
I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was somebody shared that in a Discord that they called Leon Bailey, and he was like,
"Yeah." Do you see his Instagram? Yeah, he was like,
"Yeah,
misinformation, baby." Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. Oh, it's Mineiro Palmeiras. What a terrible week to have that if you have Mineiro players when everyone's gone.
Palmeiras played tonight as well.
Ooh.
Against Vasco.
Okay. Saw Ender play last night. Not for
Palmeiras. I watched him as well. He looked pretty sharp.
You're a USMNT boy now.
I am. Yeah, I'm adopted. I've been taken in. But yeah, no, he looked interesting. Tim Ream, the Dream, trying to defend against him.
We do have Inter Miami away to Philly, which seems fine now if you're a Philly. No Messi.
Yeah, no Messi, no Suarez. Just Busquets and Alba, but they don't really pose much of an attacking threat, really. So is it Campania season, is it, potentially?
Robert I assume Taylor? So. Yeah.
Who does Campania play for nationally?
You got me.
Campania, I actually really don't know. Paraguay or something like that. He feels Argentinian, but...
That's what I was going to say.
Oh, Ecuador. Wow, I didn't expect that,
Would have never gotten there.
Paraguay was my first guess, but... Okay.
So he's had some action before.
Interesting.
He, in person, looks like he should be incredible.
Yeah, he's just action man, isn't he?
No, not even when he's moving. When
I just mean looking at him.
There, you look at him and you're like, that's a footballer.
Yeah, he's either a model or a footballer. Or both.
Yeah. And then he starts playing and you're like,
you're okay. You just
you're okay.
He's literally Miguel Berry without... He's a little bit better, fair enough, but just about.
I don't think Sean thinks there's a worse footballer in the world than Miguel Berry.
He hates him, doesn't he?
Whatever. All right. Let's see. We don't have a Euros option here yet.
Shocking.
It's a bit shocking. Ecuadorian Giroud. I feel like that's only the case with the looks. Giroud is proper.
That's doing him a footballing disservice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Haber said Sean just picks out certain footballers and hates on them every time they're on the field. This is absolutely.
Yeah, if they affect his players. What I mean?
Yeah, you're right about that. And he will also hold that grudge for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Anyway. So yeah, we'll have that up soon, but for the purposes of this show, we don't. So looking at Euros, if I can try to pick this one out. Germany, the biggest favorite against Scotland. I was going to say home because it says home, but they're Actually, they are the home. Yes, they are the one time
yeah,
where the home works. This is great. Haber said to this day he still hates Sadio Mane.
Oh my god!
If somebody costs him a decisive, he will remember it eternally. Absolutely, absolutely.
Mhm.
Anyway, sorry. So Germany at home against Scotland is the top favorite. Then we have Italy, Belgium, and England, and then France, and then Portugal, and then the Netherlands. You know, what's funny is I feel like the order probably doesn't change the whole tournament. Like it's
Probably
always going
not,
to be
no.
those teams near the top.
Apart from when like France played Netherlands, that's literally
Until
it.
we get to the
Yeah.
knockouts. Yeah.
No, but like are they in the same? Who's in the same group? Is it France, Spain, or France, Netherlands? There's one tough
Spain
group.
is with Croatia.
Yeah, but they have another tough one. I'm sure. Like, I'm sure they're with like France.
Spain,
It's
Italy.
Italy. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You're right. You're right. That's fair. So
they do have a
everybody,
tough one.
whenever one of those three plays Albania, they'll go to the top.
Right. Yeah. Like
Apologies
Croatia
to the Albanians
midweek
out there.
play Albania. Sorry. So it's Spain, Italy actually next game week after this one. Okay.
Yeah. Although,
Yeah,
as
it's
you
tough.
commented, we're basically Albanian citizens now
I
from
know.
our stream on Tuesday.
Thank you so much, the Albanian government.
Yeah. So,
like, yeah, Netherlands will play France at some point. I think that's actually midweek as well. You know.
is it?
Yeah. So a couple of tough ones midweek.
I'll believe you. So let's see. Any of the lighter ones, like the more even ones, even that Turkey, Georgia is not like Turkey's 55%, Denmark 55%. Spain, Croatia is probably the toughest, right? Oh, Ukraine, Romania.
Yeah, I still think. Yeah, Spain, Croatia is a tough one. Switzerland a favorite against
Hungary.
I know it's tough in the lineup builder. Like when you're looking at the home and aways, like I'm so used to kind of factoring that into my thought process. It is taking me a bit to get used to not worrying about that. Like I'm looking at my Modric, I'm like, he's away to Spain, but is he away? No, he's not. So it's like, yeah, really trying to, unprogram my brain to think like that. Actually, is quite tough.
He's probably closer to. Oh, that's probably no. Yeah, he's probably closer to Germany than he is to Spain.
Probably. Yeah, geographically.
Bobby with the call here. I can see Scotland shock Germany and get a draw.
That'd be great because I really hope, because I don't have any German players. I really hope the game week isn't dead by fucking Friday, because we've like that just the Friday curse and whatever. I really hope that Germany just don't just batter them and the SO5 scores are just ridiculous and you can't really catch up. Sorry if you have any German cards, but
so is the benefit actually? Let's go to our projected lineup. So it feels to me, Toby says Germany clearly doesn't have the answer to Scotty McSauce.
Nobody has the answer.
Yeah. But I guess defensively, they could just rack up a ton of points. But it just feels like they have enough players where maybe not that many reach 100 because they get subbed off. Like if they're doing, I know that sounds weird, like, but if they're up enough, like do you take Musiala and Wirtz and Gundogan off so that you can get these other guys in?
Potentially, yeah. The only one I genuinely see getting 100 is Cruz.
I was like, Toby just pulled that. Yeah, Cruz guaranteed 40. Yeah.
He's the only one I look at there because like Gundogan's kind of playing out of position. Wirtz and Musiala are like obviously amazing or whatever, but I just don't see it. Havertz the same. I'm not saying they won't get decisives and won't score in the green, but like Cruz is the only one I'm like, wow. And maybe Mittelstadt. If he gets like an assist, you just right.
He's a tricky one.
Because if they get the assist and the clean sheet, then he's just auto basically. Like a really good score where Kimmich doesn't get the clean sheet. So like
exactly.
That's the one where like Kimmich has to get a decisive realistically in a way to like really push into like 80 pluses,
Yeah. Havertz has to score 5 goals to get 100. So like literally. You don't have to worry about him. Haber here in the chat has provided and I was talking to Harry about this before, the Rivals cheat code of the Florian Wirtz forward card. Harry reminded me that Musiala also has a forward card, and therefore, if you're playing rivals, you can use them in the forward spot because they default to midfielders in rivals. And so, if you're playing rivals and you have no cards, you cannot pick a German forward.
Right. Well, you
At least
can. You
not
just
one that's
would
going
be
to
off the
start.
bench. Yeah, literally. So, yeah, for rivals it's tricky. But like IRL, yeah, I really hope Scotland give them a game, just from a, Scotland in, first game of the Euros situation up against it, against the home nation. Is it written
It's a
for
tough
crucial?
spot.
It is tough, but they're resilient. The Scots,
They also never like get blasted.
not really, no. And like their managers really defend. Like he just loves defending and countering, and they do have good players now. Like no disrespect, like 10 years ago, you wouldn't really say this about Scotland, but now like they've got legit Premier League quality in
Yeah,
most
they do.
positions.
Yes.
Is it as flary as Germany's team? No, but like flair doesn't win you games of football at the end of the day, and like I don't know, it's tough. I do see Germany winning it, but I think it'll be really tight.
Could
First
be.
game, I don't see them blitzing them. I really, really
No.
don't.
Well, I'm not going to say no, but
I don't know. But I agree with you. There will be subs, and things do get tricky from SO5 situations. Like if let's say if they're 2-0 up, does Cruz come off at 60th minute?
right.
Like things like that are bound to happen.
Yeah. Haver's going with 2-0 Germany. I'm wondering if they score like super early and everyone's like, oh, here we go. And then it actually doesn't end up being
just dies
as
off.
dominant. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, should be a good one. Hungary, Switzerland. I'm not going to go through the projected lineups. I told Harry I was going to maybe talk about any changes that have been done, but I'm going to do that somewhere else, not here, I think. But anyone who is putting in projected lineups, if you've already put them in, we made some adjustments to the rosters yesterday, including kind of adding some guys who were called after injuries. Emery Chan was one I saw in there. Like, so if you just go to the to the lineup projections page and just make sure that if you have submitted all of them, that they're still all submitted, because there might be one now that was added. Yeah. It's Haber. Can we take a moment to appreciate Captain America scoring 75 versus Brazil last night? There's your moment. All right, Harry, give me scores for all of these games right now.
Germany 2-0, Hungary 1-1, Croatia 2-1. I'm going for a little sneaky upset there, yeah. Italy beat Albania 1-0.
Oh, 1-0.
Poland, Netherlands. I'm saying Netherlands comfortably there 2-0. Denmark, Slovenia. I'm going to say Denmark 1-0. England, Serbia. I'm saying 1-0. I'm saying the English slip up first game. Yeah. Tadic season, mate. It's Tadic season. Yeah. I think Ukraine breeze past Romania. I'm going to say 2-1 there, even though that's not really a breeze of a scoreline, but I think it'll be relatively easy. Belgium could be the outlier. I think that could be, even though we all hate on Belgium in tournaments, I do think they might just go all out first game. I'm going to say 3-0 there. France.
3-0.
Yeah, I think that's going to be like the only one where, like, well, I'll say only one. Now Portugal will be big as well, I think. I'm going to say 3-1 Portugal. Turkey, Georgia. That's tough. I'm going to go upset. 2-1 Georgia. Why not? Yeah, Kravadona.
Yeah.
Yeah. And David Ashvili, the boy that almost got into your gallery. So close. And then
So
France,
close.
Austria. Oh, I hate how it shows that France is away. It just annoys me. Like, they're not away. Neither Austria, obviously, but Austria, no mugs, man. But
No.
yeah, France's quality will probably shine through. But again, I think tight. I'm going to say 2-1. I think they're going to be really tight. I don't see anything like drastic happening unless like there's an early red card or something stupid happens.
Yeah. Which is
They're all
always
good
possible.
team, which is definitely possible. But like the only one I see Belgium just really ripping through Slovakia, who have decent players. Like they are not bad, but the pace of Doku, Lukaku power, like KDB will be on it. I do worry for them in that game. I really do.
The only My only hesitation with Belgium, and is not in the attack, is defensively.
They do have their
And
worries
so
there.
Slovakia can kind of sneak one in, but
It could happen, definitely. The
yeah,
firepower is just frightening, though, of
that's what
Belgium.
it is. Yeah.
Like, they're deadly, man. Trossard, any chances in and around the box, there's just the probability of them scoring goals is very, very high. But yeah, you're right. They do have dodgy defenses. So, but like we said, didn't we? Like, loads of big teams kind of in the same position. England, Belgium. There's a few like dodgy defenses compared to like the attacking sort of threats that some of these teams have. So I hope that makes for a really fun tournament. I hope there is goals on either side and no clean sheets for anyone apart from the Netherlands and Portugal. But we'll see. Who do you think wins it?
I haven't seen. Is there like a bracket of who can play who? I forget.
Lairdinho
was telling me he thought it was going to be England over Germany, but I wasn't even sure if that could happen based on like where they go.
Right.
I guess
I don't know the bracket
on where
actually.
everyone finishes, but I still think France are the best team. But I think it's partially because they just have more players that I really like. So I'm just completely biased that like I love Camavinga, love Tchouaméni, love Griezmann.
They've won the most as well in recent times. Like,
yeah, right. They're also very good.
Yeah, like they have been there and done it. It's not like a shock that they would win it, but like, yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be not boring, but I would like to see someone else win it, honestly. I'd be happy for Germany, Portugal, or the Netherlands. Like, I'd be really happy if any of those three won it. If Croatia, Spain somehow can do something as well, that'd be fun. I think there's like 5 teams I'd be like rooting for there. Obviously, yeah, England aren't going to be one of them. Sorry. But yeah, France. Yeah, I just don't. That'd be fun. I'd love to see Croatia really get over the line. That'd be awesome. Like, for just Modric and whatever, like that would be sick. I'd really like to see that happen. They've got a tough group to get out of, and that could like handicap them. Like, if they don't win their group, which is quite likely, they could end up with somebody like really good in the knockout, like from round of 16 onwards. So they're all going to be good from round of 16 onwards, but like they could end up getting handicapped that way is Croatia's issue, I think.
Mike said you should just say it. Anyone but
England. No, it's not. Honestly, it ain't. I'm joking. It is. No. I'm messing. But yeah, yeah. Anyone but France or England from like a fun perspective, in a way. Yeah.
So looking at this and the fact that I feel like not many people talk about him anymore, I think maybe I should look at what his odds are to win the Golden Boot. Do they call it the Golden Boot in the Euros like that?
Golden Boot. Yeah.
I think it might be Lukaku's season.
Wow.
I think everybody's kind of just forgotten about him. And just you were saying, like, they've got good players. KDB, if KDB's on it, then Lukaku's going to be there. He doesn't even have to do anything, which a lot of times he doesn't do anything. Right. Just let the ball hit him in the face and go right in.
Yeah, that'd be fun. And then sails off into the MLS sunset, gets his little Miami move of some sort, maybe, or LA move.
Toby, I don't care if Belgium win or lose. I mean, I guess they need to keep winning for Lukaku to keep playing. But like, are you telling me he can't leave this group with 6 goals?
The same could be said, maybe not on this, the level of ease of group, but like I saw Depay's like 5 goals away from being top Netherlands goal scorer ever or something, behind maybe RVP. Can't remember who, but maybe that's a bit of extra motivation there. Obviously, the France situation is going to be tough to win that group, but there's still goals to be had, I think, in there. But you're right, Lukaku does have a nice little path to goals in the group anyway.
Right, that's all. I mean, 6 can win it. It's not like you need 12.
Right.
So maybe 4 or 5 in the group, and then 1 when they lose in the knockout if they make it.
Yeah, it's just I think Mbappe and Kane you've got to worry about. Yeah, Ronaldo, that's an interesting storyline, isn't it? Like Messi's one-upped him, in that sense right now, internationally, if we're being honest, even though they won the Euros 2016, didn't they? Didn't Portugal win it?
Yeah.
So like it's not as if he hasn't done it, but like, yeah, to go double Euro would be quite fun for him, I think, like for the argument's sake, even though the argument's dead and buried, but like, for him and his stands, it could be a fun one. I wouldn't mind that storyline. That'd be fun as well.
Yeah. Right.
And Portugal have a crazy team, really. Like
Portugal?
Yeah, they're full of good players.
Imagine how good they would be if they didn't have to deal with Ronaldo.
I mean, yeah, I was saying that.
Not that he doesn't help, but like, there's just so much that goes into having him there.
There is, but like, they're quite lucky or unlucky that like there actually isn't that good of a number 9 behind him, really.
That's fair.
Goncalo Ramos is not the answer. Obviously, you can play Jota in places or whatever, but like, there actually isn't a 9. So it's like, kind of still has to play, really, is the issue, but maybe not even an issue. Maybe it's a good thing.
Yeah. Kieran said it's either another win or more Ronaldo.
I don't think he has any more tears left, does he? To cry.
It was a pretty soaking wet.
It really was.
At least he really has to sell this Saudi thing to us as if that match really mattered. Anyway, thank you to everybody for coming. If you could please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Shout out to Quinny and get your line of projections in. No reason not to participate. Simple as that. It's free to play. You can win every game week. You could win at the whole thing. And we've got a ton of prizes up for grabs, including SorareData membership. So if you don't have one, if you don't have a star membership and you want to win one, go get one. So yeah, thank you to everybody. Enjoy the Euros and good luck with all your lineups.